And how's it feeling today? How's practice?
It was all right. I feel like as an offense, we took a little step back. We got to be more consistent day on and day off. Right now in camp, it's mostly one day is offense, one day defense. I feel like offense, we just got to do a better job of just being consistent because that's what we're going to have to go through in the season.
So you guys having to do a little bit of extra at the end there. What was that about?
Like I said, when we have a slower day, that's as a team, it was something that we put in place to, motivate certain guys to, push harder in practice. And when we don't reach our certain goals, when we're on the sled, as an O-line, we also have goals and consequences to some of our actions on the field. So we got to do that also.
Are these the type of days that almost build into having a pretty good practice the next day?
Yeah, usually, yeah. But I feel like that's what I said earlier is offense having a bad day, defense having a good day, then it's vice versa. We just got to do a better job of just having good days throughout the whole camp.
Matt, Coach Babers talked about solidifying the top 7 offensive line going into week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that coming together? And what's the biggest area of improvement you want from last year to this year's O-line?
I say better in pass protection. I feel like we got to do a better job. I feel like the running game was all right. We still got to build off that, though, but I feel like the biggest area was the pass protection and just communication standpoint because we had a lot of guys rotating in the middle, so it was kind of hard to get comfortable with. So, yeah.
Is that a thing in terms of technique or in terms of guys need to be getting better at pass pro, just communication up and down the line?
It's just communication with the running back, with the tight end, with the quarterback, just having all that set in stone for the season. Yeah.
It's the type of impact as offensive line coach Mike Schmidt had on you and this offensive line crew?
He had a pretty big impact on me. I think my game really stepped up from 2020 to 2021 when he got here. Just, giving me tips and knowledge about the game that I didn't have prior to his arrival. And for the group, y'all saw it in 2021, the way he was running the ball. That was, pretty nice, but I feel like we just set the baseline last year and we're trying to build off that.
What's it like being a leader, a part of this team, and one of the older guys, a part of the offensive line?
Well, I'm grateful to be in that position, just being here playing football in college with everybody back home in Canada, not having a chance to be here. So I take it, I'm really grateful for it, and I'm, out here busting my balls off, every day. So, yeah.
Coach and I came in to try and improve the passing game, but the run game was so pivotal last year for you guys. Do you feel like maybe there's more passing so far in camp that he's trying to improve because the run game was so good last year?
I feel like right now it's pretty balanced, just to practice being balanced during the season because, passing the ball is going to help the run game. It's going to open up the run game, and, the run game is going to open up the passing and vice versa. So we're trying to work on that.
What's it like having your name grow as a prospect here for the next level?
It's fun, but I'm focused on the season. I really want to get to a bowl game. Been here for 3 years, going on 4. I haven't been to one, so that's really my focus, just working on my craft to make this team better.
What's your relationship like with the rest of the offensive line, not just on the field, but off the field as well?
We're pretty tight. We always go out to eat, hang out together. We're a pretty tight group compared to certain other position groups. So, when it's time to go stretch, we're all together. When it's time to be in a hot tub, cold tub, we're all together. So, yeah, we roll as one.
Matthew, sorry if this was asked to you before, but what's the biggest adjustment that we see offensively with this team this year?
Obviously, just being more balanced. Open up the passing game. It was obvious last year we couldn't pass the ball, and we're really trying to work on that.
Any little things you're trying to tweak in your game specifically going into camp that you think you accomplished so far?
Just my technique. I feel like I'm better with my hands than I was last year. I feel like last year I got in trouble a few times against good rushers, with them having their hands inside of me and me getting knocked back. So it was a big emphasis for me to work on my hands. And then run game, my pad level was a big issue last year. So we trying to work on that, knocking guys off the line is really my goal for this year.
Who are some of the guys in the defensive line that you look forward to facing in practice every day that have been challenging you?
I think Steve Lanton, he got one of the best get-off I've seen, ever since I got here, whether it's other teams, he got the best get-off I've seen in college. So really working against him is getting me ready for the next level and for the season too.
Last two from
Kind of the dog days of camp, only a handful left before game week. How do you keep, focused and motivated knowing that you got, about 14, 15 days now?
Yeah, it's camp is not easy, for everybody. I think for the coaches, for the players, it's hard to be here all day and just you go to bed and then you're right back to practice. So just being motivated as a team, the leaders are doing a good job being vocal. We love the game, and I feel like just bringing the young guys on and really being vocal to help them after practice. You see a lot of guys working after, so I feel like a lot of guys are hungry about this season, and we'll work off that.
How's Coach and I helped you so far to take your game to the next level?
Well, I don't work directly with Coach Anaya, but I feel like he's done a good job of just teaching me how to be a leader. That's something I'm, really trying to work on. Because, the guys put their trust in my hands to be a leader. So Coach Anaya definitely helped me on that aspect.
What's it been like to see Dakota get some looks at tackle, and any tips for him sliding outside?
Yeah, well, we saw him at Boston College, play a little tackle. Yeah, he did pretty good. But Dak is a big guy with great feet, and he can play every position on that line. And it's definitely good to have a guy like Dak because, if someone goes down, he can fill up wherever. And, he's doing a great job.
Are you kind of looking at that center to right tackle shuffle as something that could pay off? I got to imagine there's a little – you wish you had the same 5 guys every day, but it might pay off in the season.
What do you mean?
Just seeing, from center to right tackle, I've seen like 4 different combinations.
Right.
Between Dakota,
Right.
Carlos,
Right.
Enrique. I assume you'd rather have the same 5 guys every day, but there's a silver lining to that.
I don't rather have anybody out there. I feel like I just want 5 guys that are ready to work and ready to ball. And, with the rotation inside, it helps us, being more comfortable with, everybody. So whoever is playing for game 1,
Do you
I
feel
ain't worried
like,
about that.
for sure, do you feel like things are moving, like when you do have those changes, they're a little smoother than in the past?
What'd you say?
Do you feel like things are still able to function as well?
yeah.
When
Yeah. Like I said, Coach Smith's been doing a good job, working the communication and stuff. So we're really smooth, whoever is inside of us, inside of me.
For sure. No, you're
Yeah.
good. Anything with Enrique in particular that's kind of allowed him to, be one of those guys who's mixing in?
No, he's a great athlete. He got great feet, great hands. He's strong for, he's kind of young, but he got that, starting left tackle strength. So he's doing a great job, and he's learning every day. He's just getting better every day. So hopefully he'll get his chance to get in, this season and build off that.
I like that starting left tackle strength.
Thanks, Matt.